In this episode of Sailing Gemma, we get into how much work a $1 boat really is. We shrink wrap Gemma for wintertime. I crawl into the engine room and tear into the steering. Sydney gets a deep clean on Gemma. We find some time to cook a good meal and enjoy boat life. If you stick around until the end, we get into how much of a project Gemma really is and what our plans are. Did we make the right decision buying a $1 boat? Stick around to find out. Alright, so we are back on Gemma. We are building a tarp cover right now, as you can see. And it is cold and rainy and a little windy, and it is nice and warm inside because we have electric heaters going in the cockpit, so that's pretty sweet. Got my buddy Jackson here. He's helping me out. Thank you, Jackson. Sturdy. Here it is in all its glory. It isn't the prettiest looking thing. You can see back here. We still have to make a door right here to come in. But after lunch, we're going to make another push and hopefully we can get it all covered, which would be pretty sweet. So that would be pretty nice to have that all done today. And then, so we're getting the tarpon working on. This is quite interesting the way that this is happening. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good for a first time shrink wrap job. So, here she is, all shrink wrapped. Looks pretty good. Me and Sydney are just finishing up in the dark with the job lights. It's pretty fun. We definitely started at like what?
3 o'clock when they got
2:30, 3 o'clock. So
and it's 5:30.
yeah, so it took like 2.5 hours. Yeah. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Good morning. It's another beautiful day on Gemma. We just woke up. I'm very tired. We got here at like 1 o'clock last night, so I am gonna start cooking some breakfast for Sydney and hang out here. There's a heater and there's another heater, and that's been keeping us warm all night. We have a third extension cord for our accessories and our lights. Pretty much just phone charger and the lights, that's it. We figure anything else can go there. Gemma's think Sydney's gonna clean up Gemma. Oh, here she comes. Hi, Sydney.
You want me to zip the zipper?
Yeah, you can zip it up.
Ian's making breakfast right now.
The stove is like barely working right now.
Yep.
So
That pan right there is sausage, and he's making eggs right now. Yay! On our boat, shrink wrapped boat. Pretty sweet.
the stove stopped working, so we're eating the sausages, and the eggs are not going to be able to cook. So we're going to eat some sausages, and then we're going to go to Dunk's.
Yeah.
So we didn't go to Dunk's. We went to a diner that is actually like closer than the Dunkin' Donuts, which I thought was the closest food place. Look at that. And the omelet. So worth it.
We got poached eggs and veggies. Some corned beef hash.
Delicious. Yeah. And then we'll do boat work.
Yeah, we're taking it slow this morning.
I'm just getting started on my first boat project of today, and that is taking off there's a bracket underneath here that's pretty crusty, so I need to take off that, so I need to loosen the cables and stuff. So I'm going to take off this binnacle piece and start there, and then crawl in the lazarette and get to the steering. So, steering project, and then hopefully I'll figure out the stove today too. Alright, so I'm working on the steering right now. I'm down in the bilge, you can see. This is the steering right here. So this is the piece that I'm replacing. You can see, if you look up in there, there's the fiberglass. That's no good. That holds all of my steering. So, gonna have to fix that. Pretty sweet. I'm just loosening up the steering cables right now. I have this bolt loosened up, but this piece is obviously steel, frozen in there because of galvanic corrosion, because it's cast aluminum, and the hardware is probably stainless. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to unfreeze that to get it to go that way, because it has these little. Let's see if I can show it. Here, let me get you a flashlight. On a little bit of a better angle. So it has these little tension screws right here, and I just loosened them up a little bit so I can get the cable loosened up to get it off of those pulleys right there. Those pulleys, so I can get this plate off. So, alright, I got the steering unhooked and loosened up. Now I need to go down, crawl back into there, and pull the cables off the pulleys and loosen that all up. We'll see how that all goes. I have to loosen up those bolts, which I'm a little concerned about. So we shall see how it goes.
Ian's working up top, working on the steering. I am trying to clean out this fridge. So I will show you. This is our fridge. It's in the galley here, and there's a little knob. It's kind of gross right now, but I'm gonna start cleaning it. You can take this out. How much space we have down here. So these are little, like, partitions that slide onto this lip right there, and it's so deep under here, but they have this little compartment where you can store extra stuff. So this is the fridge now. I'm about to scrub her down. It's pretty nasty. But we'll see how it comes out. And if we need to, like, make new ones of these because it's too gross, we might have to, but we'll see what it looks like when I spray some of this on it.
So here's the steering plate. It's pretty crusty and fun and stuff. There's the other, how's that focus? There's the other part of the steering plate right here. And here's, like, oh, it's so.
Here's another part of it.
Yeah, I don't think it's supposed to be like that.
Oh.
No?
No.
So, working on steering still. And like I finally got it down. I got the cables disconnected. They're right here. Don't have any blue tape, so I wasn't able to label things. But I have an idea to keep them separate, and I'm just being really freaking careful. But look at how messed this is. There's like, oh, it's so fucked. It's so fucked. There's a pile of rust right here. It's just so fucked up. Should not be like that. This is that steering bracket that I've been working on getting out for a while now. You do not want your steering bracket, the thing that holds the pulleys that steer your boat, to look like that. Not good for ocean voyaging.
So I just got finished cleaning this fridge and it was some serious boat yoga. But I will show you what it looks like now. I mean, it's definitely not perfect, but it's definitely a lot better than it was. So this that's the top. I cleaned off pretty nicely, and I still have to do these, but that's all clean. Just gotta work on these. So these little wood shelves actually came out really nice, and they look great. So let's see what they look like in.
So I'm just cooking dinner right now, hanging out with Sydney.
Hello.
And our kitten Luna.
We introduced Luna to the boat for the first time today, and
Yeah.
she's a great boat cat. She's really awesome.
Yeah, I think she's gonna be a pretty awesome boat cat when we're living on the boat.
Yep. She
So
loves it here.
I'm just cooking some dinner. I got some peppers and onions chopped up right over there. I have some sausage thawing right now in front of the electric heater. And I have the Coleman mini stove, which I'm about to cook on right now. I'm making spaghetti bolognese. Our stove does not work. One of the boat projects tomorrow is to take the stove out so we can bring it home and work on it. Along with, I think we're going to pull off some winches too. But we made good progress on the boat today. Sydney cleaned the kitchen, which I'm cooking in. I'm about to make a mess. And then I got that steering piece apart, so we made good progress today.
Yes, we did.
And most of all, we had fun.
Yeah.
It's cold here though. It's like, what is it, 15 degrees outside?
12, 13.
Yeah, it's crazy cold right now.
But it is warm in here.
Yes.
We got 2 heaters going, and it's pretty nice in here.
Yeah. I have like 150 feet of extension cord ran right now so we can have electric heaters at the boatyard.
And these pretty lights.
Yep. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's a good spot. Ian's cooking up the peppers and onions. Boiling the water. Cracking open the sausage. Whoop whoop. How you doing, baby?
Good.
Making spaghetti bolognese.
Now it's ready for me to add the sauce. Water's just starting to boil. Dinner's almost ready. Pasta is almost ready. Testing a noodle.
Are you gonna throw it on the wall? Oh.
Not quite there yet.
No.
Still a little crunchy.
Okay.
Gotta dip it in sauce. Delicious. It's a very thick bolognese because we only had 1 jar of sauce, but whatever. It still looks delicious.
Yep. Good job, babe.
So
It's very delicious.
that's good. Do you like it?
I do. I'd give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's really good, but it could use just a little bit more sauce. We only brought 1 can of sauce. Probably should have brought 2, but
Yeah.
it is really good.
Only packed 1 jar of sauce, not 2. Oops. We got these plates for Gemma at Walmart.
Hey, they work.
Yeah. Along with the Coleman mini stove,
Yeah.
which worked great too. So,
Awesome.
yep, we went on a shopping spree.
It's pretty warm in here now.
Yeah, it is. It's cooking.
Ian's making breakfast right now. Eggs and bacon. Mm-hmm.
Bacon is done. Yesterday we bought dishes for the boat.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty awesome.
Looks great, baby.
I am up here taking apart the anchor windlass. Here's where the windlass was. And here's some of its pieces right here. I'm gonna go down below, crawl into the anchor locker and try to undo these, what looks like either a 1/2 inch or 9/16. It'll be a nut on the other side. Then I should be able to lift up this base and push down the motor and figure out what new pieces we need to get. Alright, so we're just finishing up boat projects. We made good progress on this trip down. I pulled the steering stuff all apart, and I got that bracket that have those pulleys and the cables off and out. And while I was doing that, Sydney was working on some stuff.
I was in the kitchen. I was cleaning out the fridge. I got that all wiped out and organized, and I cleaned the whole kitchen. And then this time Ian had...
Oh, yeah. And then I started some other projects after I did the steering.
Mm-hmm.
I was working on the windlass. I got like the windlass halfway apart, and then I realized I needed some drill bits so I could drill out some really seized bolts. And then I switched to a different project, and I got our Force 10 stove in our Galley out. I'm going to bring that home so I can fix that. I'll have a little bit more time to tinker with it and get it working, and then I can bring it home or bring it back to the boat and put it back on the boat. So, and then Sydney was working on some stuff while I was doing that.
I cleaned the whole sea berth. We had a bunch of cardboard and stuff in there, so I broke that all down. That's up top waiting for us to bring down to the car so we can bring it to the dumpster. And I organized a bunch of ropes that we had just laying around the boat, and I put them into their own compartment and packed up all of our stuff so that we can go back home.
Yeah, that was pretty good. It was nice to see the boat starting to clean up and put stuff away where they should be. Mm-hmm. And then after Sydney did that and I got the stove and the windlass done, we decided to take the winches off. We are going to replace these winches with new ones, hopefully. And new or used winches, so we're gonna do that, and I think it came apart pretty good, and we took down some interior pieces, and it was nice. So we made good boat progress today. And we also figured out where our water tank was. I wasn't quite sure where the water tank was on this boat yet, so I found it. It's all the way forward in the V-berth, and it is very gross, so I think that's the next big project to do when we come down, to clean out the water tank. Yay. So we just got back from the boat, and we thought that we would show you guys some of the new boat parts that we got. So we got a new wind instrument. It is a B&G, the Triton, the wired-in instrument. So when we repaint our mast, we'll run new wires for this, and we'll be able to read wind. We also got a little screen for this, and then we got another thing, and we got a bunch of wires and stuff to run down the mast. I think that's pretty sweet.
Yep.
For this.
So we're gonna put anchor lights and stuff on the mast when we do it, I think.
Yeah, I just ordered new lights, spreader lights for the mast too.
Spreader lights and anchor lights, yeah.
So that's gonna be sweet. So the mast will be well lit. Here's another cool package from B&G.
Ooh. It's our chart plotter.
I went with the Vulcan 9-inch B&G chart plotter. It's gonna be pretty fucking sweet.
It's gonna be pretty sweet.
It's gonna be pretty sweet. I can't wait. And got some, just some wires and stuff with it.
Little mounting thing.
We'll use this to mount to the binnacle. Mm-hmm. That'll be awesome.
Yep.
We also got a depth sounder and a speedometer for her too, so we will be all set up come springtime. Something we also wanted to talk about was what our plan is with Gemma. You know, we got the boat for $1, and as you have seen in the previous video, she sails amazing, and her engine runs pretty good, and her bones are pretty good. But the one big downside to Gemma, the reason why we got her for $1, Luna wants to come say hi, is because the decks are rotten. And the deck core is rotten, so we have to replace all of the deck core. So that's a pretty big project, and our plan is we're gonna enjoy Gemma this summer, hence why we're doing all these boat projects, and we're gonna sail the heck out of her this summer.
Yep.
And really go on some big adventures in the Long Island Sound and up the New England coast.
Some foreshadowing for some later videos.
Yep, it's gonna be pretty awesome. I hope you guys really enjoy that and follow along through that.
Yeah.
And we're gonna put her on a truck and we're gonna haul her up to New Hampshire where we live
next winter.
Yep. And we're gonna do a bunch of boat work. We're gonna replace all the deck core with a Cuso or a PVC foam core so it doesn't rot again on us, and we're also going to repaint the entire boat. She's going to be no longer a white hull. She's going to be a nice dark blue. And so I also have a plan for a big upgrade for her. We're going to build a hard dodger to keep us out of the spray and the weather.
Yep.
Canvas dodgers are really awesome, but I really don't want to have to replace a canvas dodger every 5 years. Right? So we're going to make a nice hard dodger, and it's going to be awesome.
It'll last a while.
And we'll do an enclosed cockpit, so you really are not exposed to the weather. Because I just did a delivery with somebody, and they had an enclosed cockpit, and it made the night watches so much nicer.
Yeah.
So.
And one of my projects this winter for the boat is to sand and finish all of the teak on the boat. And Ian's going to help me out a little with that, but we're currently doing the companionway doors, and we'll put a little clip into that, I'm assuming. And I'm going to start doing the teak on the boat, which is going to be a lot of fun. It's a big job, but I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah, and so we have some big plans for Gemma this winter, and some big plans come summertime, and lots of boat projects to follow, and we have a huge refit coming up, so I hope you guys follow that adventure. Make sure to like and subscribe so you can see us.
Hit the bell
so you can get our notifications when we get new videos.
Yep.
So I think it'll be pretty awesome.
Yeah, and keep commenting. We love responding to comments and reading what you guys think. We love any advice or tips that you guys want to give us, because we are still kind of newbies, but but we're learning, and we want to learn more. And
make sure you guys keep on commenting. We really enjoy the feedback on this video.
Yeah.
It makes all of the editing worth it. I hope you guys enjoy.
Yeah. And
we have lots and lots of boat work to go. But you know what? We're going to go some really cool places in Gemma, I think. Some really cool places. And that is also coming soon, too.
Yes. And we're excited to take you with us. So.